Hey, this is James from All Hail Internal Combustion. On today's episode, he's doing more stuff to his truck. I'm gonna finally get around to putting a door panel back in this thing. I have a new inner window seal that I have to put on the door panel, and I'm also gonna get all this old nasty glue adhesive off of here. Because oddly enough, these door panels, they did have plastic on the inside of them, but it was glued, so got to figure something out to put plastic back in here and get the new door panel on and new clips and all that stuff. I got the door panels in the truck, but gonna get this driver's side one back on after I get all this glue cleaned off of here. Be right back. Alright, these are the door panels out of the truck, and they're not cracked or torn up or anything else. They're just extremely filthy dirty. And I don't have an armrest for these yet. I do plan on making some out of wood at some point, but that'll probably never happen. So until then, I'll just have this and I'll roll the window down when I shut the door. But I am going to go ahead and take these broken screws off of here, because I rode around for about a year in my old truck with those screws on there and probably cut myself about 20 times till I got enough common sense to snap them off. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of these now. And I'm going to go ahead and scrub this door panel down really good and see how it turns out, and I'll bring you back in a few. Alright, so I gave my door panels a wipe down, and boy, they still look like crap. So I'm going to try some other things to moisturize that plastic back up and all that, but I've still got my dumb little studs to deal with, and unfortunately they didn't come out with the Phillips head on the opposite side because the clips are rusted to them, and there's a lot of Ford trucks and regular cars that have this problem, so I decided I'm going to break out the Dremel and take those off and try not to melt the door panels. Just a few thoughts about Dremel. Like, everybody used to make fun of these things, and now it's kind of like the go-to for a lot of people. And the reason is, like, you go to do something like this where you need to get in real tight and just trim the shaft of a screw or a bolt or something off. Dremel is always like, I'm ready to do this, let's give it a try. Where some of your other tools, like hammer, might be like, I don't think I'm the right guy for this job, or wire cutters sometimes won't want to be the right guy for the job, but Dremel is always willing to help you out and at least give it a good try. But when you're dealing with these baby micro cutoff discs, Dremel kind of whispers in your ear, hey, you might want to wear some safety glasses. I'll be back. Alright, so me and the helpful Dremel managed to get those out of there without too much damage to the structure itself. So now I'm going to go ahead and flip this thing over and do something I usually have, I don't think I've ever done for any car I've ever owned. I'm going to be putting all new door clips in this thing. I don't know where we got this set from. I'm sure one of y'all know what chain sells it, but these are marked Ford, and they look exactly like the factory ones, except the factory ones are white. And I already test fitted one of these into the door opening just to make sure it's the right one, because you never know anymore. But these do fit, so I'm going to go ahead and throw them all around the perimeter of the door panel. I've also got a brand new window seal that I bought, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in, and the original ones are kind of stapled through the plastic, so I pulled my original one off, and what I do for mine is I'll take and drill holes along it and put pop rivets in there with a washer behind them so it just doesn't blow through the plastic when I tighten it up, and I will fasten it down probably in about 6 spots and bring it back when I'm done. Alright, so I put all my new clips in. And that's taken care of. And I also put in my window felt that goes at the top of the door panel. Like I said, there's 2 alignment pegs here that go down in holes. And all you have to do is line this up with them. Then what I do is I pop rivet them. These are aluminum pop rivets, and back behind the pop rivets I have these little micro baby washers that fit nice over an 1/8 inch pop rivet, and I use that and I sandwich them together so I don't end up blowing the plastic out, even though these probably aren't forever door panels. And I took the other side and cleaned it up again, and as you can see, it looks pretty shiny. Probably because it's soaking wet in WD-40, but hey, gotta use something to bring the shine back, because I don't like Armor All. But I'm gonna get this ready to get popped in the truck. Now I'm gonna be putting the door panel on for the second time, because I got to play one of my favorite games in the entire world. Hey, what about that bracket? So I popped the door panel back off, and luckily they were all brand new clips and none of them broke. So I'm going to go ahead and put the door panel back on again. And another little thing I picked up in my journey through life is when you're putting your window winders back on, pay attention to the way you're actually putting them on the stem, because this is the up position, so gravity is going to naturally want to keep the window up, where if I were to put it over here at say 4 o'clock, and your window will just creep down from hitting a bump. So you always want to set them about here. Double check it to make sure it's not going to be too much of a pain, like stabbing you in the thigh or whatever. And if that's good for you, that's a nice place to lock it in, so gravity keeps that window up. Alright, so I gave my window crank a little spin through the bench grinder to get some of the oxidation off of it, and now that it's cleaned up and back on the truck, it does not look too bad. Got my new rubber seal in there. I've already done the window tracks and the outsides, and it's just going to be so weird riding down the road where this right here isn't completely slicing the bottom of my arms up. So that'll do it for putting door panels back on my old crappy truck. See y'all next time. Like and subscribe. Have a good one. Hopefully the weather's nice where y'all are too.